After defeating Pakgo, Hobin climbs one layer up in the food chain. No more hiding, no more fear. Hobin's name is now echoing through the halls of his school, and he's not scared of anyone anymore. Exposing Pakgo didn't just bring justice, it brought views. A lot of them. Hobin's channel now has 150k subscribers. That's right, our quiet boy turned YouTube sensation. And guess what? With all that money flowing in, Hobin goes ahead and gifts his mom a shirt worth 2.18 million won. Man's not just throwing fists, he's throwing cash too. Now Jiksae brings a new problem. They need an expert editor, someone who can clean up their messes. And just like that, they get a message from someone who's done a bit of editing. They plan to meet up, but hold up, this person kinda looks old-fashioned. New character alert. Taeul appears, but her real name? Gayul. And surprise, she's a girl. Even bigger surprise, she's one of the first-year bullies from Hobin's school. The moment Jiksae sees her, it's over. Love at first sight. The dude starts daydreaming about marriage until Hobin breaks his fantasy bubble. Now Gayul shows off her editing skills. Remember that moment Pakgo stripped Hobin naked? Yep, Gayul censored that beautifully. Jiksae wants to hire her immediately, but Hobin? He's still unsure. Hobin asks her why she wants to join. Gayul says she was impressed by how Hobin stood up to Pakgo when he was being bullied. That seals it. Gayul is now part of the company. Meanwhile, Bomi is upset. Hobin hasn't contacted her. Something's definitely off there. Then, boom, a new opponent shows up. This guy beats up an entire gang at the arcade, alone. His name? Song Tae-hoon. He's a taekwondo player, a Max FC ranked fighter in Korea's pro league, but he got disqualified. Because of his wild nature, Hobin thinks he's weak, but Gayul shuts that down fast. She explains just how dangerous taekwondo can be. And Jiksae, he drops the bomb. Tae-hoon is Hobin's next target. Hobin freaks out, but then salvation arrives. The chicken mask guy makes his comeback. Then we get a real look into Tae-hoon's nature. He's a different kind of bully. He doesn't just beat his victims, he beats their friends too. He enjoys watching helplessness and shame. And when Hobin witnesses this, fear starts creeping in. Gayul starts scolding both Hobin and Jiksae. Later, Tae-hoon is stopped by one of his old victims and his thug friend. They mock taekwondo. Tae-hoon snaps, a spinning back kick flies. Then he delivers his iconic line, "Got some 501. Hobin and Jiksae are there. They record everything. But Tae-hoon spots them, threatens them, even Gayul shows up and gets scared. Tae-hoon suddenly recognizes Hobin as the new tuber had a fight. And then he demands Hobin hand over his channel. He starts beating Jiksae right in front of Hobin. Jiksae refuses to give up the channel. He takes the hit. Hobin realizes this guy is on another level. None of his moves would land. Jiksae ends up hospitalized, ribs broken by that devastating back kick. In the hospital, Jiksae asks why Hobin gave in. Don't you have any pride? Hobin replies, can pride feed you? Unlike Pakgo, there's no personal reason to fight Tae-hoon, a trained athlete. Jiksae kicks everyone out of the room and breaks down crying in shame. Hobin sees Jiksae cry and something shifts. He heads straight to the arcade, challenges Tae-hoon not to a fight but to a game, and wins. Tae-hoon is furious, asks if Hobin wants to die. Hobin replies, he'll give him the channel, only if Tae-hoon can beat him in a fight next month. Tae-hoon wants the channel now, but Hobin fires back. What? Scared I might beat you in a month? Challenge accepted. Training begins. Chicken mask guy drops the truth bomb. There's no winning against a taekwondo fighter in a ring, but in a street fight, different story. Step 1. Area limitation. A steep, slippery place where kicks are useless. Quick recap of skills: posture, stamina, willpower, overhand hook, calf kick, but the odds? Only 5%. To bump it to 40%, use a tackle. Build core strength. To push it to 50%, use an airbag. To absorb that lethal back kick. Hobin follows everything, trains like a man possessed, but fate doesn't smile on him. There's no rain, no slippery place to fight. Hobin's will starts to break. He runs away. Memories of Pakgo's humiliation return. Tae-hoon thinks it's over. He's rich. He's above Hobin. Then, splash. Hobin throws water on Tae-hoon. The battleground? A public bathroom. Water everywhere. Hobin limits Tae-hoon's kicks. He tackles, but Tae-hoon punches him in the face. Hobin starts using calf kicks while yelling attack names like he's in an anime. All to distract Tae-hoon for one clean tackle. And it works. Hobin gets on top of Tae-hoon, goes for a G-choke, grabbing the collar, wrapping around the neck, squeezing with everything. But it doesn't work. He's in the wrong position. Excitement made him forget lesson 1. Stay calm and focused. Tae-hoon counters, steals Hobin's shoes. Meanwhile, Kim Moon-sung and Bomi are watching the stream. Bomi asks if Hobin can win. Moon-sung says nah, he'll lose, and turns off the phone. Hobin's out of hope. That's when Jiksae shouts, don't you want to make money? That line reignites his fire. Hobin realizes Tae-hoon is right-footed, but the non-slippery shoe is on his right foot, meaning he'll use his right to stay balanced. Tae-hoon kicks Hobin in the gut. He can barely breathe. Tae-hoon kicks Hobin's right foot to kill the calf kick. Goes for the back kick. Hobin nearly passes out, but manages to crawl into a toilet stall, a tight, steep space. Tae-hoon follows, goes for a spinning back kick, but Hobin dodges and locks in a baseball choke. Tae-hoon experiences deja vu. He remembers his official match loss to Kim Moon-sung. His hands start tapping Hobin's arms like it's a match. But this is a street fight. Hobin holds the choke for 10 full seconds, and lets go. He just beat a pro athlete. Afterward, Hobin even does a paid advertisement for body spray. With Gayul's editing skills, they release a highlight video. 3 million views, 190k subscribers. From being a bullied nobody to standing tall against a pro fighter, Hobin's journey continues. But the road ahead, still filled with new challenges, enemies, and epic battles. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because this fight is just getting started.